Hi, everyone. Here it is, November 3rd, 2020, Election Day here in the United States. It's also a week since I made my last update. I'm here, same beach in Santa Barbara, because I came up here for my vitamin C IV, and I'll get another one tomorrow. The weeks are just going by, aren't they? It's a slow process, and it's hard. I've just been thinking about how, for the first 50 years of my life, you know, I never really had a health issue. I mean, other than getting the cold once a year or so, but, just always feeling strong and healthy in my body. And, I'd go for my annual physical and it would be like, okay, see you next year. And then I hit 50 and boom, in the last year, been dealing with a, major health issue, which I would ultimately call an awakening, spiritual awakening. Those of you who know me, I've always been on a soul-seeking journey and a spiritual journey, meaning spirit being the energy of life and everything, and honoring and loving all of that, which includes ourselves, the planet, animals. It's beautiful back there, if you can see. Anyway, and I've lived my life from a very spiritual place. So, this journey with cancer has been, I've seen it as that, as an opportunity for my soul to awaken. Well, let's clarify that. I mean, our soul is already awakened. We come into this body, into this life as awakened beings, that we are part of the divine. And we come into the body and we have a tendency to forget. So it's our personality self, that our human self, that forgets that we are a soul that is fully awakened. And hence we have these awakenings, some bigger than others, so peaceful, that allow us to wake up to the areas of ourselves or parts of ourselves that maybe we have forgotten in the human process of being human. So in that regard, I have embraced this experience as sacred, as an opportunity. I mean, if I have to go through something like this, which obviously has challenged me physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like nothing ever has in my life. If I have to go through something like this, I'm gonna use it as an opportunity to awaken and to remember who I am, who we all are, to a greater degree. And I admit that it's a hard journey. It's hard. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do, that I've ever had to be, that I've had to participate in. And, there's no, my ego personality self, of course, I just want to get back to my health. I just want to get back to, quote unquote, myself. But sometimes life has a different timing than we do, than our ego personalities. Our ego personality is just we're often, we just want things, we want quick fixes, we want things now. That's what our society has been based on, is, finding these quick fixes. I've worked in the field of health, fitness, and wellness for almost 30 years. There are no quick fixes. I mean, if you are on a weight loss journey, weight loss isn't about finding the magic pill or finding the magic diet. It's about finding yourself. It's about finding yourself and finding the truth and finding the love for yourself. And so I really believe that's the only journey any of us are on, whether we realize it or not. We can get caught up in all the distraction of the outside world and elections and politics and blah, 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 blah. And none of that is really what it's about. What it's really about is, like I finished my last video with, how much do we love ourselves? How much do we love ourselves? And the degree at which we love ourselves is the degree that we extend that love and kindness to each other. And the truth is, a lot of us are not very kind to ourselves, or not very loving to ourselves. I mean, again, I've worked in this field for all these years. I've worked with every kind of personality. And I'll just tell you, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter what country you come from. We're all human beings, and we are all on the same journey of learning to love ourselves. And what I have learned from this experience, as deep and challenging and vulnerable and hard as it is an opportunity for me to love myself more. It's my body's invitation to find peace within myself, to love myself deeper. We all inherit these beliefs and these thoughts and these storylines that are often limiting. They are limiting. From little on, we inherit them from our parents, we inherit them from our family, from our community, from, again, our country, from our religion. And they're all limiting. And none of it is really the truth. I mean, there might be parts of it that's true, but we are all on the journey of learning to love ourselves more and embrace who we are. And we have so many judgments, and there's so much subconscious thought and judgments about ourselves. Self-hatred. And we disguise that hatred by projecting it out onto others. We project so much onto the world. And that's why the world is our mirror. Because what we see out there is what's kind of going on inside. It's a really, really, really humbling experience. And man, it's hard. I mean, my full-time job is keeping my mind in the right space. When I say right space, in a peaceful place. Because it can go down the darkest rabbit hole with the what-if scenarios. Cancer is a no BS experience. It's like it holds life right in your face. It holds death right in your face. And you get to really see what you believe, what you think, any thoughts, beliefs, storylines, subconscious emotions that have been suppressed that are not serving us, not serving me. The other morning, guilt came up for me. guilt. You know, I know I've lived an amazing life, a magical life in many ways. But I've had to work hard for that, to keep my mind and my heart open to infinite possibilities and to believe in myself when society often has these limiting beliefs of, you know, dreams are only for certain people, they're not for us. And the truth is all of our dreams are for us. It's just that we have sold ourselves short. But, you know, I've lived a magical life and I continue to live a magical life. But it's been hard work. I mean, nobody knows the depths in my soul that I've had to work on to keep my mind open and my heart open to life and to believe in possibilities when it just didn't seem possible. I mean, moving to California when I was 20, didn't know a soul, didn't have a job, took out a $2,000 loan, hopped in the car, came out here with a dream. There were a lot of naysayers. And yeah, I was wondering too, but I had a dream and I believed. I wanted to see what was all possible. And I'll just tell you that life is a risk no matter what. You know, we can try and keep ourselves safe and protected in our comfort zones, play it, you know, logically with our mind, but our heart knows the truth of the path to our joy. And that's why I've basically dedicated my whole adult life and career to helping people follow their hearts, because it really is the only thing that matters. Our mind keeps us limited. We may think it keeps us safe, but So anyway, this journey here is about peeling those layers of the limiting beliefs that we've inherited that have caused us angst inside, and that has caused us to project that angst out into the world onto each other. As hard as this is, I'm grateful for the humility. And I go into my place of fear every day. Every single day. I have to work hard to keep my mind visualizing my future beyond this, where I'm healthy and enjoying life again. But I'm taking these moments right here and enjoying them for what they are. I mean, the truth is, none of us know when our time is up. None of us. None of us. We just think that we've got all this time, but we have no idea. Anyway, it's a hard journey. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm learning a lot about myself, letting go of a lot of limiting beliefs that I didn't even know were still in there, emotions that I've lived by, that I've stuffed down. Anyway, the process of letting go and releasing and learning to love myself more. I'm learning to honor my amazing body. Our bodies are miracles. And it is the expression, the physical manifestation of the degree of our love for ourselves. So, on that note, on Election Day, November 3rd, 2020, let's remember that it's really about loving ourselves. And when we find that love within, we can't help but express it and share it and embrace each other, no matter where we come from, no matter what religion, no matter what our differences may seem on the surface. We're all human. I love you, everybody. Let's choose love.